Greets peeps, Tony the Hero of Flanders here. I've done some development which I thought I should share. So I've made this claim on Burgundy. I was ready to go, and I think Austria would have joined in the war, which would have made it successful. Problem being that I have a cheeky little thing called a Regency Council, because my father died, because my mother, I don't know who she was, died. We've ended up with a Regency Council. When you have a Regency Council, there's one thing you can't do: declare war. So we've got this claim and nothing to do, and we can't do anything with it. Absolute nightmare, because this is the ideal time to strike at England. It looks like the French Navy has actually trashed their the English Navy. Not the French Navy, I should say. The French Aragonese, Nepalese, and Naples and the Nepalese. So how do you say that? No, that's people from Nepal. Neapolitans, I've got a feeling, might be the term. Genoans, Provençals, and neither Provence nor Lorraine will have navies. But anyway, that combined navy gave the English Navy a hiding. Now, what we can do to actually investigate how this war is going, well, we can do two things. If we click on France and we scroll over here, we can see they're at war with England. They're the defender against England. England attacked France in this situation, which is pretty cool. A pretty cool casus belli, because when you have a war that you force someone to attack you, hey, that works. You get to defend. That's brilliant. So they're winning this quite handily. Plus 38 is of a war score of up to 100. I think that means they're going to be able to take all of these when they get 100, and then they'll turn their little beady eyes on us. 11. Oh, hang on. What was that? That's 11. That's 33. That's 53. That's 73. That's 73. That's 90. And that's 106. They won't be able to get everything, but they're going to be able to annex most of Britain, and the very next thing that France will do after that is turn and look at us. So that's scary. We're going to be warring a lot earlier than I would have liked, and we're in a Regency Council, and yeah, it's going to be good fun. Let's have a look at something else, though. I want to see a bit more about this war. I want to see a bit of I want to find a bit of information about what will happen when we get attacked by France. So we don't know much about France at the moment. We can look at their military tech. That's a very important thing to check. Remember, I talked about those various thresholds, that if they tick up to level 5, they'd cause us trouble. So Tech 5 would give them new infantry that would make them tougher, but Tech 4 even would increase their land morale and their tactics. We don't need that. That would be unpleasant. So we're going to not spend any military tech on anything now. Maybe on a general when they do declare on us, but that's going to be a big maybe. What we'd rather have is that tactics and morale advantage, but beyond that, beyond knowing that they've got the same tech as us, and that they've got at least 10 men that we can see here, and I saw some ships before, but I don't know where they are now. Ships are always bunched together. It's tricky to find out. There we go. Oh no. Okay, so England have got 6 heavy ships and 11 and 15 ships they could carry troops with. It didn't get trashed. I was wrong in a big way. And it's a good thing I couldn't declare war, because they could quite easily have dropped over 15 troops, and they'd likely drop them there where we're trying to siege, and they'd have the defensive advantage because this is their turf. The only chance I'd have is trying to get France to come and help me, and that would be tricky. Ugh. Possible, but tricky. Okay, so let's have a look in the ledger down here. This is something that I don't use nearly enough, but this tells you almost everything that's going on in the game. It feels a little bit cheaty to me to know too much, but I look at it, I mean, it would be nice if in here, rather than being exact numbers, they gave you estimates. If they said, oh, it's somewhere around here. Because that way, it would feel more realistic. Like you've got a spy network in France that tells you, well, I think it's about this, I think it's about that. I think I'd prefer that. But hey, that's what happens. Wow, why has Venice got no men? Or the Ottomans? Oh, Venice must be fighting the Ottomans. No? Who's Venice fighting? Ah, they just finished fighting the Ottomans. I wonder who won that war. I would assume it will be the side with the... Their army's not even that big. Man, this would be an ideal time to strike at them. If we do get the papacy, I'd be tempted to call a crusade on the Ottomans right now. That's a super weak Ottomans to the point that I've very rarely seen. Yeah, that could be cool. That could be cool. We'll think about that in the future. There's a lot of work to do. If we called in the Austrians as well, we'd have access. Oh, good idea. Fun idea. Super fun idea. Okay, but that's not important right now. We were looking at the ledger, and we were looking at France. So they've got 22,000 infantry and 7,000 cavalry, compared to us. There's no neighbours. Okay, so our allies have... We've got 30... Come on, math. 33 and 33 and 16. That's not bad. I don't know why that's not accurate though. We've got more than that because we've got our 3 vassals as well, our 3 life partners as well. With, as opposed to France, who have 29,000 by themselves. What was our total? Yeah, God. Oh, no, that's right. So Austria is actually bigger than the French army, but they've got quite a lot of manpower, and they get it back quickly too. Let's have a look down this list to try and find where we are. We, in terms of military, are pretty dinky. Total of 13,000 troops. It's pretty small, even Scotland's bigger than us. But the difference is that we've got all of these little guys, all added to us. And that adds up. So that's an extra 12, 19, an extra 19 at least. 19, 20, 21, 22. That was a good one. I didn't mean to do that out loud. So we've got an extra 22,000 troops on our side. That would swing the war in our favour. But it's the issue with vassals is organising their troops cohesively. Because what you'll find is that they'll regularly run in by themselves, get smashed and run away. Run in by themselves, get smashed, run away. They are idiots. There's no two ways about it. They're the worst. Vassals are dumb shits, man. Allies you can get to join join onto your army using some of the buttons in here, which I haven't had occasion to show. Oh wow, I feel like I haven't got one of the core things on. But yeah, friendlies can attach as a button that you tick, and then your friendly units can, in theory, they join you. It works reasonably well. as long as you don't go over the supply limit on the tile that you're on. So usually what I'll do, and it's been a while since I've done it with so many vassals. Usually what I'll do is I'll split my armies up into smaller groups and try to have them attach to different, try and have different groups attach to me rather than having one big thunder bastard army that wanders around the place. I'll have a bunch of smaller ones, and then so that the idiot vassals don't split off when they get over the supply limit, and then wrangle them all together and then fight all together from various angles. It's quite tricky, but I'll I'll try to show you what I mean if we ever get out of this damn regency. One other thing that I did want to show you is that we're just about to tick over to our magical 100 happy points with the Papal State. So at the end of this month we should see the reward to all of our hard diplomacying. We only went to 99. Typical. So yeah, the amount that increases is it's fractional increases depending on the advisors that you've got and a bunch of other stuff. There we go. Hooray. Okay, so we want that one to pop up and pause, which it didn't do. Good. So what happened is we were trying to solidify our papal relationships. We've had someone over there. We've bumped up our papal influence. Let's have a little looky look here. Nope, that's the wrong one. Damn it. France and the bastard Castilians are in on the game as well. Now, that's making me think I probably should have done some things different. I took a decision that dropped, that was negative 20 papal influence, and that was fine, because I was only at 6, but now my chances of getting voted in are gonna be pretty tricky because they've already got 6 more than me. Having 3 cardinals, they'll be getting per cardinal is 0.5. So although we're getting oh god, our clergy's low as well. That's why. Shite. So for that reason, I'm going to spend money on something that I wouldn't normally do. I want them to be back and friendly. Get rid of that Nagus. There we go. Okay, so we're getting 1.5 per year. That may give us a chance to keep up with France. They've got 3 active. We've got only 1 active. Hang on, which one are we? No, I keep thinking I'm France because that was the last game I played. We've only got 1 active cardinal, so we we only get 1.5. They'll be getting 2 per year. Oh, hang on, where do I get 2.5? Oh, because the Papal State's got opinion of us. Hey, okay, that's good. Let's leave that guy there to improve as much as we can. Hopefully that modifier will be enough to win a Securia election. Seeing as we've got nothing else to do in the meantime, become Papal Controller. That is definitely my ambition. I want that dearly, because it would also give us more papal influence, and we could get all those bonuses that the papal influence have. We don't want to create a proper fleet anyway. That's too expensive, and we don't have the money to support it. What does it need? What is the bonus that it gives us? No, it just reduces the cost of the ships that we don't want to build, and the time that it takes to build ships that we won't be building any of anyway. It's a stupid mission. I don't like those ones. And Conquer Liège, there is no way we're going to do that. So, become the Papal Controller is our #1 goal. We've got a chance. It's not a great chance. We should be able to keep up with Castile, but we won't be able to keep up with France, and that's the last thing we want, because if France take the papacy, they'll be able to excommunicate us, which will give everyone a chance to go crazy on us. It gives all of our neighbours a what do you call it? A casus belli to attack us immediately, and that's super not cool, dude. Super not cool. Okay, so I might leave that leave this one here for the meantime, and be back next time there's something of interest to report. I can't think of anything terrifically exciting coming up. We've got our rebellions under control. Oh, I should have mentioned I got our rebellion under control by just taking this off the clergy, but that's why our influence was poor, but now they're friendly again, so yeah, we'll see. Be back soon. Thanks. Oops. Be back soon, and yeah, thanks for watching.